All right, Martin Foss here. It's time for the Diocesan Students of the Year. What a great honor. And we're going to introduce them right now. In grade 5, Lucy Cheramie from Holy Rosary. Lucy, welcome to Bayou Town.
Thank you.
All right, grade 8, Monroe McElroy from E.D. White. Monroe, thank you for being here.
Very welcome.
All right, and in grade 12, Claire Aucoin from E.D. White. Claire, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with the 5th grade. Lucy, you're sitting there, and I know y'all all have to be so smart to be up here and getting the grades right. But tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, I know you do more than just study, right? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So currently, I am a level 2 competitive gymnast at James Academy of Gymnastics, located in Houma. I actually have gone to a out-of-state competition in Houston, and I placed first on every event and got first all around.
Wow, that's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes.
So how do you mix up the studying with all the extracurricular things you do? You got to really be disciplined, don't you?
So what I do is a tactic, and I fill a cup up with ice, and I study until the ice all melts. And then when all that ice melts, I work on my gymnastics after.
Really?
Yes.
Has that been in practice for a long time? I never had to melt the ice when I was in school. That's pretty cool. So how long ago did you start doing that?
It started about 5 months ago when I realized that I needed to pay attention in school as much as I could if I really wanted to be Student of the Year. So then I started dedicating my time to studying and to gymnastics, and I think I'm doing pretty well.
Well, I would think the fact that you're sitting up here means you are doing pretty well. That's fantastic. All right, Monroe, let me turn to you a little bit. The Cardinals, right? E.D. White, the Cardinals. So pretty much the same thing. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started E.D. White this year, and I really like it there. I thought the transition would be hard, but it really wasn't. Really kind of fit in really well. I'm in dance. I've been dancing for 11 years now, and I'm on their competition team in Thibodaux, and we've been working probably since about September, and we're going to start our first competitions the first weekend of March.
So where did you come from before you went to E.D. White?
St. Genevieve.
All right. I knew it was St. Genevieve or St. Joe, all the feeder schools or whatever. But so the same thing. It takes a lot of juggling to make sure you keep everything in line and that you focus and then you don't get too wrapped up in one thing and forget about the other. Where's your training come in for that?
You know, it's never easy, but I think I would have to thank my parents because they instilled some pretty good studying habits in me. Ever since about 2nd grade, I think, you know, every night we work on a little bit of something. You kind of prepare, you know. We never like cramming in the night before a test. So I think working up to a test was the best way to go.
Absolutely. My mom went to Mount Carmel, which was E.D. White way back. So, and you got to thank your teachers too, all of y'all, right? They do such a great job for y'all. All right, let's move to grade number 12. Miss Claire Aucoin, also from E.D. White. Now, where did you go to in your feeder school? Where were you?
St. Joseph.
St. Joe. All right. And so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, this year I'm the drum major and band president of the E.D. White Cardinal Vanguard. I'm a member of the varsity girls soccer team, and I'm on National Honor Society.
Wow. Now, drum major, that takes a lot of time.
It does. It's all worth it, though.
So, and how do you juggle? I like to hear how y'all juggle all this stuff. How do you juggle all your activities?
I just like focusing on one thing at a time. I try not to multitask, but I try to devote all of my time to one thing before moving on to the next to make sure I'm putting my full efforts into that thing that I'm focusing on.
Yeah. And all of y'all are going to, so first, and I'm going to come back to Lucy, and we'll have a second segment after this, but y'all had the local competition, we call it competition?
The
Oh.
school-wise.
Okay. And so now you're getting ready for state. Do the nerves get a little more ramped up when you go to state? Or I would think it'd probably be more ramped up when you're doing it locally.
Well, when going to state, I am going against the same number I did with local, 7 different parishes. So all I'm really thinking about when I'm doing it is that whenever we have anything going on, whenever I actually won the local competition, it was my brother's birthday. So I thank him for my luck and
That was good.
for
that
state.
you gave him a present on his birthday.
Yep.
You gave him a victory, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take a little short break. We're going to come back and finish with the other 2 winners in a second. We'll be right back. I'm on a desk with a lot of smart people right now. We'll be right back. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Parabon General Health Systems, modern technology, and timeless caring. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights. South Louisiana Bank, it's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough. Alford and Associates, for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. All right, we are back with the Diocesan Students of the Year once again. Lucy Cheramie, right next to me, Monroe McElroy, and Claire Aucoin. Monroe, we'll come back to you because we were talking about all the things you have to juggle and different things. And what's it like to be in the 8th grade now?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I think when we get to this age, it kind of becomes, some people go on the path where they care less about school and some people go on the path where they care more. And I think it's kind of about staying focused and making sure you're going down the right path.
Yeah. Now look, let me bring this out. When I was growing up, we didn't have these. Y'all all have them now, but let me ask you, Lucy, you don't have a phone yet, do you?
No, sir.
You got to wait a little while?
I'm going to wait till I'm 13 or 14.
All right, cool. So Monroe, y'all have phones in 8th grade?
Yes.
So you have to manage that too, don't you?
Yes.
Facebook
Sometimes
and
it
all
can be
that.
very difficult sometimes.
Yeah,
It's a big distraction.
yeah. So how do you, that's my point, how do you take that distraction, compartmentalize it, and say, I got more important things to do?
I think it's kind of staying focused on the path that you have more important things to worry about. For me, I kind of just like to keep it on silent. Do not disturb. Don't talk to me. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's music to my ears, actually. All right, so Claire, let's come to you. Now, drum major, little hint to me that you have to play an instrument. What instruments do you play?
I play clarinet and piano.
Okay, which one do you prefer?
Oh, I can't say.
Equal?
Yeah.
And you don't want to say because you don't want to, skirt the teachers that maybe taught you each one, right?
Exactly.
There you go, diplomacy. But how early did you start playing each?
I started piano in about 3rd grade, and I started clarinet in about 6th grade.
Okay. So when you started piano, was it hard or did it come natural to you?
It was definitely hard, but my mom always says that I have a talent and I have a gift for it. So I've been trying to use that God-given talent every day. And I now play for school-wide masses and at my local church.
Really? And do you play and have singers with you? Do you sing with it?
I usually have singers with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got pretty good singers over there at school?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's a good deal. So let me ask Monroe, because I also asked Lucy the same thing. Getting ready for state. Do the nerves ramp up?
Yes, most definitely.
How do you control the nerves?
It's kind of hard sometimes. My mom always tells me kind of just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And also, I kind of have to keep my mind off of it sometimes because it gets very nervous at times.
And you can almost accept the stress, huh? Because you've obviously accomplished so much to get where you are already, right? Everything else is a bonus, so to speak. I know you still want to win, but everything else is a bonus, right? All right, let me ask Claire, how do you, does it, you know, when you go in competition, the football team, the soccer team, the volleyball team, as they each progress, the pressure gets more and more, but you sort of learn how to live with it, don't you? How do you handle it?
I like praying about it, and if it's not in God's plan, then it won't happen. But if it is, you know, I'll leave it in His hands.
Yeah, that's a great answer. So as we're preparing for state, and let me come back to smiling Lucy over here. How do you prepare? What do you have to do? Do they give you a booklet that you got to go through, or do you have an advisor at school that helps you out, or do your parents do all that?
My mom says just do what you did locally, and I think you'll be really good. I'm just continuing to excel in my schoolwork and pay attention just as much as I can, no matter what.
Pay attention. That's the key, right? And I'm sure teachers now are so advanced and pretty good teachers, huh?
Yes.
All right, good. So Monroe, how are you preparing now?
I like to talk to my parents a lot. I like to talk to the guidance counselor at school. Kind of helps me to kind of calm my nerves down a little bit and just kind of know that, you know, I made it this far already, and that is incredible for me.
Yeah. And Claire, coming back to you, is it true? I remember when I used to play sports and we'd be so amped up before, but then right when the game started, the nerves were gone. All of a sudden, first play, nerves are gone. Is it like a test they give you, and right when you get the test, I bet you go, first question, oh, I got this. Is that sort of how it works?
Yes, sir. It's a writing sample that we have to all do separately. So I think when I'm in the zone and I finally get down to it, the nerves are going to go away and I'm going to lock in, as they say. In
the zone. We used to use that phrase when I played. So in the zone is still cool, right? You got to get in the zone. All right, let's we got about a minute 50 left. We'll start with everybody. Lucy, what advice can you give to all the other fifth graders who want to be sitting where you are and they want to achieve? What kind of advice would you give them?
You've exceeded academically, and I'm sure you exceeded extracurricularly. You got where you got. You got fifth grade student of the year for your school, and if you did not get it locally, that is still enough. No matter what, know that you are enough. God did not plan this path for you, but God has better things in store.
Very well said. Monroe?
I would have to say that, you know, you just kind of have to keep pushing through and keep looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. And that every day is not going to be easy. And there are hardships that come with life, but you have to keep pushing through.
Very good. Claire, you got the final minute.
Put the hard work in. It will pay off some way. It will all happen in God's plan. I think hard work and just trusting that it'll all turn out okay is enough.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Lucy Cheramie. Clap for yourself. There you go. Monroe McElroy, little clap. And Claire Aucoin. Good job. Thank y'all for coming on, and good luck in state, all right? All right. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.